Hello everyone, welcome back to World of Warcraft Classic Season of Discovery, featuring a Human Paladin. If you're new here, feel free to enjoy the relaxing commentary of today's episode in the background. And as always, I hope everyone is doing well. And I thank you for joining me today. It means a lot. In the previous episode, we wrapped up what remained in the Hinterlands and then entered the Blasted Lands for the first time. There was a ton of competition the last time we were here, but it's been a few days since then, so hopefully things have calmed down a little bit. Let's get back to the grind. We're looking for these basilisks and vultures in particular to wrap up what we have in the Blasted Lands. We need one more boar part as well. Let's go take on some of these boars over here. Hopefully we'll get lucky with the drops as well. It seemed to be pretty low the last time. Luckily at this moment in time I don't see a ton of players. Saw a couple on the way down, but nothing too crazy. Was quite the fight, but we survived. Let's make sure we pick up these herbs that are scattered about as well. At this point in our leveling journey, you never know which herbs are going to be worth a ton of money at this point in Phase 4. We got what we needed from the pigs. It's also worth mentioning right before we started, we did pick up our final round of Moro grains as well. We're not going to be needing any more Ungoro soil or these packet of seeds. I believe that's a quest that we have to turn in at Darnassus though. Once we head into like Fellwood or something like that, we'll be sure to turn those ones in. We've got a nice big pull for us over here. About halfway done with the brains and the gizzards. So making decent progress. lost a little bit of our luck so far on the animal parts. Hopefully things will change soon. Don't want to be in the Blasted Lands for too much longer. Is this imperfect Dranethist fragment and then waylaid supplies? I'll take the waylaid supplies just to vendor it. I'm not really interested in leveling up that reputation anymore. This fragment is interesting. I've never seen one of these before, so we'll have to hold on to it and see if it's worth anything. But we have some other stuff in here that could be worth something. Animal parts in general are interesting, because if they're used for a quest and you can buy them on the auction house, then they tend to be worth quite a lot more than you'd think. think we've cleared out most of what we could in the south. Let's head north a little bit. Looks like these vultures have actually hyper-spawned, which is nice. We've got one over here on the other side of the road as well. Entering the northern part of the zone now. Let's see if we can clean up the rest of these animal parts. One thing I'll have to consider as well in the coming episodes is our new runes and how to obtain them. I have no idea. Looks like we've got 6 new runes. I know that there's a cloak slot now available, as well as a spot for rings. Not sure when to actually get any of them. If most of them are going to be at level 60, or if we can actually unlock some of that now. Pretty sure the rings are also utility-based abilities as well. So maybe nothing super game-changing. We're a paladin, like, we have a ton of utility as it is. I'm not sure what more they could actually give us, if I'm being honest. Like, what more are you going to give a paladin? We already have a million buttons that we can press for various reasons. Looks like we need another scorpion part as well. So I'm kinda glad we went over to this area. Let's see if we can pick up the last one from this one here. Yep, that was the last pincer that we needed. Let's deal with this little guy here. And it looks like we're heading back south. This little area is starting to get crowded. Looks like we got everything we needed from the vultures, too. I'm only seeing the basilisk brains on our map right now. Just one more. Interesting. We have a quest here from Kumisha the Collector. A couple of them. Emerald encrusted chests. I wonder if this must be related to something new. We're gonna have to pick this one up, I think. Both of these, perhaps. Those flawless Dranathist spheres that we found on the ground. The one at least. Must have something to do with this, and this seems to be new. Very interesting. Well, let's turn one in because we have one of the fragments. Kamisha's junk. Any form of monster in the Blasted Lands could be collecting one. So we'll keep this quest in mind. This looks like a daily. And we got a piece of gear out of it. It's a BOE, actually. It's an awful BOE, but it's a BOE nonetheless. We'll have to look up what else we can get from these bags. Now, what was this other quest all about? To serve Kamisha, we need a sphere. So it's just a rare drop from anything that's in the Blasted Lands, essentially. And we will receive an emerald encrusted chest. So I'm assuming it's going to be another random BOE, perhaps, maybe of rare or epic variety. Taramis the Devourer. Interesting. We have a demon over there. Maybe we have to kill one of these rare spawns, perhaps? That's what they kind of seem like they are, but I'm not entirely sure. By the way, it would appear that Season of Discovery wants you to grind random stuff in the Blasted Lands. I guess the next time we see a demon like that, we'll have to tag it. Let's just focus on that last basilisk park that we need. Well, we definitely got in at a good time, because now now it's definitely starting to get more crowded everywhere. Maybe we'll head further south, a little bit closer to the dark portal, and hopefully we can find something over there. Interesting. Don't remember this being here. Must be in a raid group. Huh. Oh, is this for the world boss? Is that what this is? I've never done world bosses or even really looked into much about them. That might be what that is, because now the world bosses are instanced. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case here. To my understanding, there's a new dungeon as well in the Demon Fall Canyon. Not sure where that is. Something else I'd like to explore at some point. It's always the worst feeling ever. You got one more thing to pick up. And there's just nothing around to kill. I'm seeing a lot of dead bodies over here as well. No signs of basilisks anywhere. I sometimes wonder too if it's just a matter of players logging in all at a certain time of day, or if it has more to do with just you as the player starting out on a specific layer, and then Blizzard just kind of meshes them together or sends you to a different one for whatever reason. I'm not sure. I feel like both could be possibilities. But I mean, we were by ourselves for quite a long time. Then all of a sudden, feel like there's just this huge wave of players. No luck. Also starting to see a lot of these fell beasts all of a sudden. Like a lot more than I was before. Let's kill this demon. Let's see if he has anything for us. But yeah, I feel like I'm seeing a lot more of these fell beasts now, and I'm wondering if that has anything to do with potentially them sharing a respawn with these basilisks. Oh, interesting. You can't die. Cannot be killed. Maybe I should have read the the buff that he's got going on here. I am sure that there is an item of sorts that you have to use in order to finish him off. We'll figure out what that is at a later date. Now let's just focus on getting out of here. Lord have mercy on us. Please. I need this last brain. Just in case we don't get the brain from this one, let's bring in another one. Get from it neither. Fantastic. There it is. It only took about 40 minutes. Just didn't want to let that one go. We at least got a ton of experience from it, just from killing stuff. We had a full rested experience bar. Or I should say level, not just a bar. I definitely think it paid off, and we should be able to hit level 52 now. Let's see, I don't think there's anything left at Netherguard Keep. There's definitely quests there, but we're not going to be picking any of those up. I think they're mostly related to instances and other dungeons. So let's go turn these ones in, and then maybe we'll do some traveling, simply to turn in all of the other quests that we've done throughout the world, particularly from the hinterlands. We had stuff to turn in at Rutherin Village, Darnassus, and Gadgetzan.
Hello. I am listening. What brings you here? I am listening.
Gizzard Gum. Are these one-time buffs? Let's find out. Yep, sure looks like it.
What brings you here?
Of course. Quest to pick up more animal parts, huh? Possibly a daily? I mean, it doesn't look like it.
How may I help?
Interesting. I don't know why we don't have these parts. We should. One missing, two missing. That's interesting. Did we just happen to have more quests? Maybe that was it. Maybe there's just more quests here that we have to, so we just didn't account for them. Dang. There's a lot more grinding to do in the Blasted Lands.
Be careful. Hello. Good luck.
Spirit of the Boar. Yeah, he's... I guess you can kind of just come back here and continuously get these, like, additional buffs by simply completing these quests. It's something I'm going to jot down and note for the future, that the Blasted Lands seems like it could be, I guess, a decent... just if I just need to grind out, you know, a couple levels here and there. Because we have those extra fragments and spheres that we can pick up too. But I don't want to pick these up for the time being. Hopefully they still show up on our map. It looks like they would. So we need to make room for Syrian Gorge, Burning Steps, like a lot of other zones that we want to complete. Alright, so we do have to collect a little bit more animal parts. We'll go back out and see if we can make any big pulls, and if we can't, like, we'll do one quick sweep. And if we can't, then we will hearth back to the Deepwater Tavern. And I think we'll head to Kalimdor from there so we can simply just turn in the rest of our quests that we completed in the previous episode. We'll see if this one boar drops its lung. Might be enough to complete one of the other quests. drops. Let's pick up a couple more of these guys, and we've got some vultures over here too. Guy probably thinks that I need his help, but I do not. I appreciate it anyway. Yeah, it looks like we need 2 vulture gizzards for completely different quests. It's so confusing. And I just, are these quests new? Did they like kind of just decide to make the Blasted Lands a little bit more useful? I've never actually done the Blasted Lands in Classic before, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure if any of this is new or not. It's an interesting system, though, or an interesting idea to reward the player for grinding, just straight up grinding, which is a pretty common occurrence for levels of 50 to 60. Oh man, I really don't want to carry these animal parts around either. I think that's kind of like the biggest thing I'm thinking about. Like I'd hate to just have these in my inventory. Our inventory space is already pretty clustered enough. No boar lung from there either. Let's just take a look at our log real quick and see what is actually required of us. Yeah, still a decent amount. We have so much in our inventory that I just like simply do not want to get rid of. Alright, we're gonna stick around. Hopefully by the end of this episode, we will have at least everything done for our initial round of quests in Blasted Lands, and then we can definitely move on to something else. And we've got options. I'm actually thinking about checking out Ashara and seeing if there's anything new added there. I know that there are a couple of quests to pick up in the zone itself, as well as from Ironforge. There's a quest in Ironforge that takes you to Ashara. And that, I definitely think that could be a cool zone to explore. And we'll have to see what we pick up at level 52 as well, as far as abilities are concerned. At this point in our journey, I don't know if we'll see anything new, but new ranks of anything that we use all the time are going to be useful, and as protection, we kind of use everything. We've got the jowls, and now we just need a pincer, and I think we need some more vulture stuff. Need a blasted lung from the boars, too. Don't know if we're going to get it done. I think we'll try to get it done in between episodes, because I definitely don't want to start in the blasted lands for the next one. I think we'll farm up the rest of our animal parts. We'll pick up our new abilities and go over those too before we start doing stuff in the next one. There's the pincer. Boars and vultures. could be a nice repeatable way if these quests are repeatable and they just continue to come out. It could be a nice repeatable leveling method if you've kind of run out of quests to do, especially if you decide to do the quests for extra gold after phase 3 ended. Once you got to cap. That way you wouldn't be forced to do dungeon grinding, I suppose, in that instance. And having a reliable way to quest and gain a little bit of extra cash at the same time is always nice. Got some more vultures over here. And we are super full on inventory. I do think we are going to need one more vulture gizzard, I think. Yeah, because we only have 3 and we need 2 for both of our quests. So we're going to need one more vulture and one more boar. Make that one more boar. These bags are a disaster. Absolute mess. Let's try one more boar before we end the episode. And we got it. Sweet. Alright, that should in theory clear up the blasted lands for good. Guys, I'm going to end the episode right here for now. In between episodes, we're going to turn in everything that we've got all across Azeroth. Pick up that experience. Hopefully it'll be a decent chunk into 52. We'll pick up our new abilities. We'll go over those at the beginning of the next episode. And I will see you in either Ashara, Syrian Gorge, or the Burning Steppes. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care.